Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, as we are making our bow necklace, and in my previous video I had shown you the center component or the main component of our bow necklace, and in today's video we are going to make the side components, these one which are our earring components, to complete our bow necklace, and we will also see how we are going to attach it to our main component to make it into a necklace. So let me just show you how we have made this side component for our bow necklace. So for making the side component, the side bow component, I have picked up 3 4 pearls, 1 11 champagne, 1 6 pearl and 1 11 champagne. So here I have picked up these 6 beads and I am bringing these down towards the end of my thread, and I am tying a double knot like this, stepping up into the 11 and into the 6 pearl, pulling in the thread like this. And now again I'm picking up 1 11 champagne, 3 4 pearls, and 1 11 champagne. So here I have picked up these 5 beads, 1 11 champagne, 3 4 pearls and 1 11 champagne, and back into the 6 pearl like this, stepping up into the 11 of the first set, into the first 4 pearl of the first set, and now picking up 2 superduo beads into the 4 pearl, again into the next 4 pearl, 2 superduo beads, into the next 4 pearl, 2 superduo beads, like this, and now into the 11 and the 6 pearl like this. So here I have added these superduos. Now stepping up into the 11 champagne on the other side, and into the 4 pearl, the first one, and in the same way I'm going to add superduos around these 3 4 pearls and come back. So here I have added these superduos on this side, and after adding the last pair of superduo, right now I'm exiting through this 4 pearl and into the 11, the 6 pearl, stepping up into this 11 of the first set, and now picking up 1 11 champagne, 1 rondelle and 1 11 champagne. So I have picked up these 3 beads into the bottom hole of the superduo, the first superduo, picking up 1 15 champagne into the bottom hole of the second superduo, into the, now picking up rondelle into the bottom hole of the third superduo, picking up 1 15 champagne into the bottom hole of the fourth superduo, picking up 1 rondelle into the bottom hole of the fifth superduo, picking up one 15 champagne into the bottom hole of the sixth superduo, and now one 11, one rondelle, and one 11 champagne. These three beads and into this 11 champagne and the 6 pearl. So here I have added rondelles and 15 in between the superduos, and now after exiting through this 6 pearl, I'm stepping up into the 11 champagne of the next set, and here again I'm going to add 15 and rondelles as I have done on this side, and I'll complete this and come back. So here I have added rondelles and 15 on this side, and after adding these rondelles, right now I'm exiting through this 11 champagne, moving up into the 6 pearl, up into these two 11 and the rondelle, and now picking up one 4 pearl into the superduo, the top hole of the superduo, picking up one superduo into the top hole of second superduo, one 4 pearl into the top hole of the third superduo, one superduo into the top hole of the fourth superduo, one 4 pearl into the top hole of the fifth superduo, one superduo, and into the top hole of the sixth superduo. And here, after adding the superduo bead, I'm picking up one 4 pearl down into the rondelle and the next two 11 champagne like this. So here you can see the look after adding the 4 pearls and the superduos, and as I'm exiting through this 11 champagne, I'm moving up into these two 11s and the rondelle like this. And now I'm going to add the 4 pearls and superduos as I have done here to this side also. I'll complete this and come back. So friends, here I have added the pearls and the superduos on this side as I have done on the other side, and you can see the look from the front side here. These 15 are popping up on the front, so if they are moving into the back side, just push them up so they pop up from the front side. And here, after adding these pearls, right now as I'm exiting through this 11 champagne, now I'm moving up through these two 11 champagne and into the rondelle. And now after exiting through this rondelle, you can see this, I have flipped it up toward the front side, and now I'm passing through this next 11 champagne, and I'm going to add the embellishment with 15. So here I'm picking up 15 champagne, 3 and 4 7. I have picked up 15, and I'm passing through this 15 added to the center pair, the middle pair of superduos like this. And now after adding this first set of embellishment, I'm picking up this next set of 15 champagne. So here I have picked up 4 and 3 15 champagne, and I'm passing through the next 11 champagne lying between the superduo and the rondelle. So this is the 11 champagne, and moving down through the rondelle and the first 11 champagne. And now after passing through this 11 champagne, the first one, I am moving up through this middle 11 champagne of the other side into the 11 champagne and into the rondelle. And into this 11 champagne lying between the rondelle and the superduo. And in the same way, I'm going to add this embellishment of 15 O's on this side and come back. So here you can see I have added these embellishment on this side also, as I have done on the previous side. And right now I'm exiting through this 11 champagne. Now moving down through the rondelle and the 11 champagne, the first 11 champagne, moving up through the middle 11 champagne and the rondelle, stepping up into the 4 pearl, and now I'm going to add 11 O's in this round. So I'm picking up 3 11 champagne and into the superduo bead, the top hole of the superduo bead, picking up 3 11 champagne into the 4 pearl, again picking up 3 11 champagne into the top hole of the next superduo bead, pushing it down. Okay, we'll do it later on. So again picking up 3 11 champagne and into the 4 pearl, picking up 3 11 champagne into the top hole of the next superduo bead, and the last set of 11 champagne for this side, down through the 4 pearl, the rondelle, like this. So here I'm exiting through this rondelle, so I'm flipping it toward the front side, and here we have to add the 15 champagne. So I'm flipping it towards the front side and I'm picking up 115 champagne and moving up through the rondelle. Here we have to keep our thread nice and tight, otherwise our 15 will run towards the back side. So we have to keep it in the front. So here you can see this, stepping up into the 4 pearl, and here just pull it to the front. And now after exiting through this 4 pearl, I'm going to add these 11 O's as I have done on this side. I'll be adding these 11 O's on the other side. I'll complete this and come back. So here we have completed adding 11 O's on the other side. Now we can push these 11 O's popping out, and you can see the finished look. So you can see the look here. We have completed this, and now I'm going to add 15 O on the other side also. So as I'm exiting through this rondelle, here I'm picking up 115 champagne and I'm moving up through the rondelle, moving up into the rondelle like this, stepping up into the 4 pearl and the 11 O's, all the 3 11 O champagne, now picking up 3 15 O champagne, moving down into the 11 O's, all 3 11 O's, again picking up 3 15 O champagne and into the set of 3 11 champagne, picking up 315 champagne into the next set of 311 champagne, picking up 315 champagne and into the next set of 311 champagne. Now adding my last set of 15 champagne down through the 311 champagne. So you can see the finished look on this side, moving down through the pearl and the rondelle, and now I'm moving down through this first pair of 11 champagne, the first 11 on this side, after the rondelle, moving up. Just keep your thread nice and tight here, moving up through this middle 11 and the rondelle, on the other side, up through the 4 pearl and the 11 and now I'm going to add 15 as I have done on the other side. I'll complete this and come back. So here you can see the complete look of our bow component, the side bow component, and here I'm exiting through this 4 pearl and I have almost finished up with my thread, so I'm going to tie a knot and finish it up. But if you're left with a longer thread, I will suggest you to move towards the other side, the side of the bow component, as I have done on in the main component. But here I'm showing you how to end up with the thread if you are finished up with it. So here I'm moving down through the rondelle, the 11 moving up through the 11 and the rondelle on the other side, into the 11 in between the rondelle and the superduo, and here I'm tying a knot in between this 11 and the superduo. I'm tying this knot on the back side. One more knot. And passing through the superduo beads. I'm not passing through the 15, just the 2 superduos, because we have pushed the 15 towards the front and here we are at the back side. So I'm just passing through both the superduos and into the rondelle. Now I'm cutting the thread off. So here is our finished bow component, and here I have made the front component for our necklace, for adding it to the side of our necklace. And for making our bow necklace we need at least 4 components, as I have used in my necklace. You can see here I have added 2 on either sides, 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. So we need in all 4 bow components, which is our earring component also. We made our earring with this component, and here our thread was shorter, so I finished it up. But if you have a longer thread, you can just complete it and bring it here, as I have done in the center component of our necklace. I'll just show you. I have done it. I pass through all these beads and bring the thread on the side of this component. So here this is the center component, and I'm going to complete 4 of my components here and come back. So friends, here I have completed all my 4 side components. for my bow necklace, and here is the center one. Now I'm going to show you how to attach these four components to this center part. So for this, so here is my component, and you can see right now I'm exiting through this 11 champagne of this component. I have passed through all these beads, and right now I'm exiting through this 11 champagne. And now I'm going to pick up one 11 champagne, one 6 pearl, and one 11 champagne. So here I have picked up these three beads, one 11 champagne, one 6 pearl, and one 11 champagne. And now I'm picking up my center component. So this way we are going to attach, keeping the tip of this teardrop up like this. And after picking these three beads up this way, I'm going to pass through this 11 champagne, just before these 3 15 the superduo bead, and the next 11 champagne. Right, I'm passing through these two and into the 11 champagne like this. And now I'm exiting through this 11 champagne. Again, I'm going to pick up the same set of three beads, one 11 champagne, one 6 pearl, and one 11 champagne. These three beads, one 11 champagne, one 6 pearl, and one 11 champagne, and moving up into this 11 champagne, this 11 just before these 3 15 this 11 the superduo, and the next just passing through these two first to the 11 champagne like this. So this way you can see I have attached the two components using these pearls and 11 and now stepping up into the first 11 champagne, picking up 8 11 champagne, so here I have picked up 8 11s, 4 and 4 8. We have to keep our thread nice and tight here, and moving down through this 11 next to the 6 pearl like this, into the 11 the superduo, and the next 11 champagne, stepping up into this 11 champagne, again picking up 8 11 champagne, so here I have picked up 4 and 4 8 11 champagne, and I'm going to add it around this 6 pearl, so into this 11 champagne next to the 6 pearl like this, into the next 11 superduo, up into the 11 like this, stepping up into 5 11 including the one we added with the pearl. So here I'm passing through 1, 2, 3, 4, and so here I have passed through 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 and into the fifth one. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 11 and on the other side 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 11. So 5 on both the sides, and now in the middle, in mid here I'm going to add 1 11 and moving down through the next 5 11 like this, and now into the 2 15 the first 2 15. Now I'm not passing through the 11 and the superduo, I'm just passing through these 2 15. So here we added 3 15 over here, so I'm exiting through the middle one, the second one, and now after exiting through the middle 15, I have picked up 6 15. So these are 2, 4 and 6 15, and I'm going to pass through the middle 15 of this set. So here we have 1, 2, 3 15, so this is the middle one. Like this, moving back into all the 6 15 that we have added just now, like this, into this middle 15, into the next 15 champagne, and now up through 5 11. So here I pass through 3, 4 and 5 11, again picking up 1 11, and I'm going to add it in the middle of these 11. So here I have passed through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 11, and 5 were left on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here I have added this 11 in the middle here and into this 11. So you can see how we have attached two components, the side component to the main component here, and now into the 11, the superduo bead, into these 11s, through these 15s, into these 11s, 15s and 11s, down through the 4 pearl and the rondine, the 15 added between the round teeth up through the round tail and the 4 pearl into all these 11 O's, 15 O's and 11 O's, 15 O's, 11 O's, and sorry, I just stepped into the 15 O, moving back. So just passing through these 11 O's into the superduo and into the next 11 O on the other side of the superduo. So after attaching our side component to the main one, the center one, in this way, I have passed through all these beads on the top here, and right now I'm exiting through this 11 O champagne. And now, after exiting through this 11 O champagne, I'm going to attach the next component to my necklace. So here is my next component, and you can see this thread coming out from this side, and I'm going to attach it on the other side. We are going to use this thread for the other extension, and here I'm going to attach it like this. So as I'm exiting through this 11 O champagne, I'm going to pick up one 11 O champagne and one 6 pearl and one 11 O champagne. These 3 beads, bringing these down, and here is my component that I'm going to attach. So here, as I'm exiting through this 11 O, I'm going to pass through this 11 O champagne, the superduo bead, and into the next 11 O champagne. Again picking up one 11 O champagne, one 6 pearl, and one 11 O champagne. So these 3 beads, and I'm going to pass through the 11 O champagne here, and the superduo bead, into the 11 O champagne like this. And now stepping up into the first 11 O champagne that we added with the 6 pearl, and I'm going to pick up 8 11 O champagne, so here I have picked up 8 11 O's, 4 and 4 8, and I'm going to pass through the next 11 O next to the 6 pearl into the 11 O, the superduo, into the next 11 O, stepping up into this 11 O champagne added with the 6 pearl, again picking up 8 11 O champagne, so these are 4 and 4 8 11 O champagne, and into this 11 O champagne next to the 6 pearl, and into the 11 O champagne and the superduo like this. And now into this 11 champagne and stepping up into 5 11 counting from the first one added with the pearl. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to step up into 5 11. So here I have passed through 3, 4, and 5 11. So you can see I'm exiting through this 11 through the middle of the set here. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the other side of this thread 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 11. Now here in this middle point here I'm going to add this 11 champagne and pass through the next 5 11 like this. And now after adding this 11 at the middle here, I'm going to pass through these two 15 I'm not passing through the 11 and the superduo into the two 15 exiting through the middle one, and now picking up 6 15 champagne, 3 and 3 6, and into the middle 15 of this side. Here we have 3 15. I'm passing through the middle one like this, back into the 6 15, into the middle 15 and the next one like this. And now up through the 5 15 around this pearl. I have passed through 3 into the 2 more 4 and 5, and now I'm going to add 1 11 champagne in the middle here and pass through the next 5 11. So here I have passed through 4. Just keep it tight here to place the 11 in the middle, in the center. So here I have placed this 11 in the middle here into the 11 like this. So we have joined the two components here, and you can see right now I'm exiting through this 11 and I'm left with very little thread, so I'm going to end up with this thread here, and for further extension I'm going to use this thread attached to the component. So here I'm passing through this 11 and the superduo into the 11 and these 11 these 15 and I'm going to tie a knot here in between the 15 and the 11. One more knot, stepping up into the 11 into the 15 once again tying a knot here, into the 11 of champagne and the 4 mm pearl. And now I'm going to cut this thread off. And here we have attached the two components, and now I'm going to use this thread coming out of the last component. You can see how we have attached the two components to our main one. So this was our center component when we have attached these two components to it, and this is the thread coming out of this component, and I'm going to use this thread for further extension of my necklace. Now for adding the end chain here, as I'm exiting through this 11 of champagne, I'm picking up one 11 of champagne, 1 6 mm pearl, one 11 of champagne, 1 6 mm pearl, one 11 of champagne and 1 6 mm pearl, and one more 11 of champagne. So here I have picked up these beads, one 11 of 1 6 mm pearl, one 11 of 1 6 mm pearl, one 11 of 1 6 mm pearl, and one 11 of. So these are the 7 beads that I have picked up, bringing these down, and here I'm going to pass through this 11 of champagne on the other side of the superduo bead, to the superduo, and into the so here into the superduo, and into the 11 of champagne, like this, stepping up into the 11 of champagne, after exiting through this 11 of, stepping up into this one, I'm picking up 8 11 of champagne, so here I have picked up 4 and 4 8 11 O's into this 11 of champagne, like this, and now picking up 7 15 of champagne, 4 and 3 7, and into the next 11 of champagne. Just bring it up here, and now again I'm picking up 8 11 of champagne, these are 8 11 O's, and into this 11 O, get it next to the 6 mm pearl. Here I have added these 15 O's as we don't have the set of 15 O's over here. So we have added these 15 O's around the 6 mm pearl, and now into the 11 O, the superduo bead, into the 11 O, next to superduo bead, stepping up into 5 11 1 2 3 4 and 5. On the other side again we have 5 1 2 3 4 5. This is the fifth one, so this is the middle, and here we are going to add one 11 as we have done previously, like this, and into the last, the fifth 11. Now stepping up into 4 15s. So here I have stepped up into the 4 15. So I'm exiting through the fourth one, which is the middle one here. So this is the fourth one. I'm left with 1 2 3 on this side, 1 2 3 on this side. So this is the middle one, and again I'm going to pick up 6 15s. So here I have picked up these 6 15 champagne, and I'm going to pass through the middle 15 added round the superduo bead, like this, back into all the 6 15s, into this middle one, and down through the next 3 15s, like this, into the 11s, the 5 11s. So here you can see I have passed through 1 2 3 4 and 5 11s, and picking up one 11 champagne, and into the next 5 11s that we added on the other side of this pearl. So 1 2 3 4 and 5 11s, like this, into the 3 15s, up through the 11s, these 11s, like this. We have attached a pearl over here, and after exiting through this 11 into this pearl, the third one. And now as I'm exiting through this 6 pearl, I'm picking up one 4 pearl, one 6 pearl, and one 4 pearl. So these are the three beads, one 4 6 and one 4 and I'm going to pass through this pearl, making a right angle bead component, like this, into the 4 pearl, into the 6 pearl. Again I'm picking up one 4 pearl, one 6 pearl, and one 4 pearl. So here are the three beads, one 4 one 6 and one 4 and into the 6 mm pearl, making again a right angle weave component. So here we have attached two right angle weave components, and for making our choker necklace of about 14 inches length, so for making the choker of 14 inches length, we are going to add in all 5 raw components. So here I have made 2, I'll be making 3 more and come back. So here I have added 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 raw components, and for making the 14 inches long necklace we have added 5 raw components, but here I'm going to make this necklace of 14 and a half inches, so I'm going to add one more component here. So I'm adding one more. If you want, you can extend the length of the necklace by adding components here, by increasing the number of components, the raw components here. So here I'm adding one more component. So in all we are going to add 6 raw components. So here I'm adding my 6th raw component like this, stepping up into the 4 mm pearl, into the 6 mm pearl, and now as I'm exiting through the 6 mm pearl, I'm going to pick up 8 11 champagne. So here 4 and 4, 8 11 and I'm passing through the 6 mm pearl, stepping up into the 4 11 I'm picking up one more 11 to add in the middle of these and down through the next 4 11 like this, back into the 6 mm pearl, up through these 5 11 like this, and now we are going to make a loop. So here I'm going to make a loop, so I'm picking up 6 11 and this jump ring of my clasp like this, bringing these down. I'm going to pass through this 11 champagne like this. So here I have added the jump ring. So this is our loop to which I'm going to add the clasp. So I'm going to take about 2 to 3 passes to strengthen the loop. So here I have taken about 3 passes. You can take as many passes as you can through your beads. As we are using 11 hours here, so we can take more than 3 passes here. Like this. So here we have added the loop, and now I'm moving back into the 11 hours. We have added the jump ring here. We are going to add the clasp later on when we are finished adding this chain on the other side of the necklace. So now into this 6 mm pearl, and now I'm going to embellish this chain, the pearl chain. Here we have made this pearl chain, and now I'm going to embellish this. So as I'm exiting through this 6 mm pearl, I'm going to pick up these 7 beads, 3 15 O's, 1 11 O and 3 15 O's, and I'm going to pass through the same 6 mm pearl like this, stepping up into the 3 15 O's and into the 11 O champagne, and now picking up 3 15 O champagne into the 6 mm pearl, the next one, picking up 3 15 O champagne and into this 11 O champagne like this, down through the 3 15 O's like this. We have embellished the top of this right angle weave component down into the 6 mm pearl. Now again I'm picking up the same set of 7 beads, 3 15 O's, 1 11 O and 3 15 O champagne. So 3 15 O's, 1 11 O and 3 15 O champagne back into the 6 mm pearl, stepping up into the 3 15 O's and the 11 O, picking up 3 15 O champagne into the next 6 mm pearl, picking up 3 15 O champagne into the 11 O and down through the 3 15 O champagne that we added just now, like this. So here you can see I have embellished 2 sets and 2 raw components here. So this way I'm going to embellish the rest of the raw components and come back. And here I'm adding embellishment to the last component. Like this into the pearl. So you can see the look of the chain. And now as I'm exiting through this 6 mm pearl, I'm going to close the thread here. So I'm going back into these 15 O's and 11 O's, down into the pearl, and here I'm going to tie a knot, one more knot here, into the 4 mm pearl, into the 6 mm pearl, into the 4 mm pearl, and now taking passes through a couple of pearls. like this, and I'm cutting the thread off. So this is the look of our necklace on this side, and I'm going to attach my other components on the other side, the rest of the two components on the other side of this center component, and then I'm going to attach the chain and the jump ring at the end here. I'm going to complete the same thing on the other end and come back. So friends, here I have attached these components on the other side. As you can see, this the two components that were left and the extended chain over here, and I have attached the jump ring as we have done previously on this side. So both the sides you can see. So here we have attached these components and the chain on both these sides in the same way. And now I'm going to add my S clasp to the jump rings. So here is my S clasp. I'm just pulling it out. This is the front side of the clasp. So I'm just putting it this way. And the other side of the necklace, the jump ring on the other side. Like this. So this is our necklace. A complete necklace in this beautiful emerald green color, our bow necklace. And let us just go through the other colorways that I have already made in this necklace. This one is in blue color that I had shown you in the beginning of my video. This gorgeous sky blue color, and one more in this gorgeous amethyst color. So these are two colorways that I had shown you in the beginning, and the one that we have made in this video is in this beautiful emerald green color. Let us just take a look with the earrings, the bow necklace and the bow earring. These are the earrings that I had shown you in my previous video, and this is the necklace. You can see the look of this complete set, and just take a look on our blue necklace with its earring. The blue necklace and the blue bow earrings, and the other colorway, that is the amethyst color, and the earrings. This is the complete set. This is the set that we have made just now, the necklace and the earring. And in my upcoming video, I will show you how to make the bow bracelet for this necklace. So this is in amethyst color, this set, and our gorgeous set in emerald green color. And I hope you will love gifting these sets, this beautiful set, to your friends and family on the occasion of Christmas. You can see this is our Christmas color, this green. You can also make this set in red color to give it a Christmas look. And this is our complete set. I will share the link of this earring, the bow earring, in the description box. Please do check it out. And friends, if you like my designs and tutorials, please do subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified when I'll upload my next videos. Thank you and namaste.